he will make routine throws like that throughout the day, off balance, on platform, and with different arm angles.
24 out of 26 last week. 2 for 2 today. Dax Milne deep into UTSA territory.
A lot of similar traits in style and substance in terms of how Zach Wilson's playing.
Back to the air. Wilson has Neil Pau'u. He lost the football. It's on the ground. And did he recover, or does UTSA have it? A lot of white shirts in that pile with Pau'u.
First down.
Corey Mayfield right here, the big corner, comes and just does a nice job of attacking the ball.
Back in the starting lineup at quarterback after missing last week's game. Sprained his knee a few weeks ago against Middle Tennessee. And you're watching Sincere McCormick, the nation's leading rusher, bulldoze his way for a 23-yard gain. Harris rolling to his left. And that's intercepted by Troy Warner. He threw it up in the air in no man's land, and Warner with an interception now in back-to-back games.
Rolling on the field, interception.
I like this call.
And how many net yards would you get on a punt from this end of the field?
No question.
Wilson backpedaling, chased, throws on the run, downfield, incomplete. That was Corey Mayfield Jr. again on the coverage. Harris down the seam and completes. Lucas Dean, the punter, to hold. He is immune to broadcaster jinx. 19 straight for Duplessis. The Roadrunners, meep meep, on the board first. Zach Wilson steps up, shovels it ahead. You said it earlier, not me. That's Mason Wake. You said he's got a little Mahomes in him. We saw it there.
And he really feels like he's come into his own this season. He had shown signs of brilliance the past few years, but this year, the first time he really feels healthy and comfortable in this offense, and he credits that to the work that he put in during the shutdown.
Harris, opening day starter, back in the lineup at QB. This is Algier. That was dangerous. And he's a dangerous downhill runner. It always seems he finishes the run with a couple of extra yards, picking up 18.
It's early. There's points to be had right here. You've moved the ball, but you don't have any points to show for it. Take them when you can get them.
Wilson flushed. Floats it back in the end zone. Pau'u, did he stay in bounds? No signal yet. They will confer. I'm sure they'll take a look at this regardless of outcome.
They already are.
And it is a touchdown for Neil Pau'u. Disputable evidence. It's not a touchdown to overturn this call. And I keep coming back to this one. It looks like he's got both feet in and he completes the catch. So the Big 12 now turns its lonely eyes to Oklahoma State. Cowboys, its best bet for the college football playoff, which was likely true before that game started. How about Algier? Now, we were talking about it on the last drive. There is a flag down. You saw Tyrone Nix a moment ago, spent a lot of time in the SEC. He's the defensive coordinator for the Roadrunners. Wide open, Milne is bumped out of bounds midair by Corey Mayfield Jr. You hired the right coach.
Absolutely.
Wilson pumps. There is Katoa into the end zone with ease.
Watch it. It might not always be pretty, but look how he had to get it out. See his elbow? That's the only way he makes the throw. He can't throw that over the top.
We'll have to monitor Harris. Again, came off the field a little gimpy, had the sprained knee a couple of weeks ago. Great punt by Dean, and it's going to die inside the 2-yard line. He is a weapon. In fact,
if he answers the toll this week,
they might have beat UAB had they. 4-man pressure this time. Narcisse standing in and fires a strike to Leroy Watson, the piano-playing tight end. Flag is down.
You're going to be patient enough to take it in the passing game if you're UTSA.
Sheldon Jones in motion. Narcisse to the air. Slings it downfield, and he's got Watson. Two big catches by Leroy Watson. Turning into Tetris for Duplessis. That doesn't matter.
He doesn't care.
3 for 3, but he only gets 3 points. UTSA makes it a one-score game. Milne at Bingham. Wilson at Corner Canyon, which is now the preeminent power in the state of Utah. Used to be Bingham. Downfield. Gunnar Romney makes the catch. And if he got away from Tariq Woolen, it wouldn't have been a touchdown. But a gain of 52.
You're going to see the inside release there, and then he gets back on top, and now it's just a foot race. And this is a smart throw by Zach Wilson to lead him across the field. If he'd done it a little bit more, gave him a chance.
Wilson, who has 5 rushing touchdowns using his feet. And it's 1st and goal after a run of 13. Powell lined up in the slot. There's the quarterback run. And Wilson with his 6th rushing touchdown of the season.
It's going to be defensive end, 45, collapses down, 88. Got a chance to be a really good football team. And clearly Zach Wilson is.
Nobody in college football has seen their stock rise more in the first month and a half than Zach Wilson. This is Dingle. Reversing field. Has the 20. And Magellan's all the way to the 35-yard line.
So there's going to be other times where you're going to want to spill things to the outside. But BYU's just been so technically sound with their defense.
Now bringing pressure.
Whoa.
And what a throw. It's caught by Cephas. Narcisse standing in with the pressure coming. Seeing what appeared to be an injured Frank Harris late in the first half. Free play. And Franklin snatches it out of the air for a TD.
The hard count with no crowd in the stadium cost BYU. Now, both times Lowell Narcisse took a shot down the sideline, didn't connect on the first one at the latter part of the third quarter. And look at the big guy right here. Zakari Franklin just goes up and elevates in a 50.
Now they'll go for it. Narcisse has an opening. First down, rumbling across midfield. Finally brought down by Batty at the 45. 4-man rush on 3rd and 11. Narcisse in trouble and sacked. Brought down by Gabe Summers, the sophomore from Dallas.
They're a really good football team.
There's pressure. Wilson off his back foot. Wants Milne. Who else? A young man who says, I play for my mom. And he can hit it from 55. Wilson tosses to Algier. Full head of steam. Here he comes. And Tyler Algier all the way down to the 12. One doubleheader tonight. How about BYU? They took over with 8:29 on the clock. They've used up more than 6 minutes. Algier into the end zone. A little punctuation. Your opponent.
And the old offensive lineman, the old line coach, Jeff Grimes, the offensive coordinator, when it came down to it, Gary Patterson at TCU. The transition and the time it took for TCU in the Big 12, it wasn't easy those first few years.
Narcisse with a good throw to Franklin.
They had some scheduling issues. You could always book a Pac-12 team, which would beef up the schedule.
Another nice throw by Narcisse.
Windows are important.
And that usually is a strike against non-Power 5 teams.
Right.
Getting away from Batty, Narcisse. And it's caught in the end zone by Dingle for a touchdown. Hang on. UTSA not going away. They're an onside kick recovery from having a chance here.
Rose made a couple of necessary runs to convert 3rd down, and just such a big guy to bring down. He makes this throw, crosses body on the move. And
knowing what we know about Kalani Sitake and this staff, there's a teaching moment to be had in the week to come.
There's no doubt for both teams.
Now the Roadrunners, better than advertised. They gave BYU all they could handle, made this a 4-quarter game despite being a 5-touchdown underdog, but the Cougars prevail at home.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.